Greetings. Peace. If you can find it. Thanks for tuning in and listening. This is a serious topic. And the title is Florida Signs a Law That Bans Abortion Past 15 Weeks. And he asked the question, anyone have a problem with that? If anyone is familiar with the coil, it's a contraceptive device that women use, females and young girls. And it's a coil that goes up into and lodges into the uterus. And it's shaped like an S. And it goes into the uterus like that. Thus, it makes it difficult for a fertilized egg to lodge. So some may consider that an abortion, having a coil, because the egg and the sperm have already united in the fallopian tube. It just cannot embed itself in the uterus. So it has already started to multiply down the tube. It's just trying to dig its way into the uterus and cannot. So anyway, but that is a more preferable contraceptive than using abortion as such. And some are using abortion as a contraceptive when you go 3, 4, 5, and 6 times. I often wonder about the people that do this all day long. And before I sign off, Margaret Sanger is the originator of Planned Parenthood, who is an idol of Hillary, who our people have voted for and esteem Hillary because she had hot sauce in her purse. So she said that we were like weeds that need to be exterminated. Thus, Planned Parenthood is on every other corner in the quote ghetto, next to the liquor store and the barbecue, takeout, next to the check cashing place, and in between the churches. Anyway, that's Hillary's idol. But there are situations too that when the fetus becomes viable, able to live after birth, so that child doesn't take a breath, they puncture the back of his neck. Whereas he can't take a breath, because if you take a breath, that's considered life, and you cannot kill life once it's born. But this is a serious subject. When they perform these abortions, do you know what they do with the parts? The DNA, the baby girl's ovaries, or the baby boy's testicles and scrotum? What do they do with those parts? What do they do with the DNA? So many say that they don't want their DNA to be taken. But if you ever had that done, then your DNA is everywhere. Who's to say? And they saying deplorable things are being done with these parts that are going out the back door. And since 1973, January, it's been legal. You don't have to go to New York and do it under the cover. 60,000 have been demised. And it was written that the bald eagle have more rights than an unborn child. But I'm reading that 20,000 of those are of African DNA, which some wonder why we remain 13 and 12%. 20,000. Since 1973, they would be grandparents by now. There's a Florida business that will pay the employees to leave the state to have it done. So that's is it taxpayers' money? That's this company. And that's something else to think about too. If you have 401k and your money is being dispersed to companies, you really don't know where your money is going when you're working for a company and they taking money out of your check. It could be going to places that you know not of, that you totally disapprove of. But if you follow the money and it's going to something shady, something illegal, because what is not illegal when this country was founded on illegalities, if that's a word. It was built on blood, suffering, pain, and sorrow. So what is of righteousness here? There is none. I don't know. That's about it. And there's a saying that you could tell a country by the way they treat the elderly, the young, and animals. But like I said before, the bald eagle has more protection. You will go to jail. Mess with a bald eagle. And the elderly, shoot, you know what they want to do for over 65 that's collecting all that Social Security that you and your employer paid into. They want to give you the, why? 65 and older. And children, well, we know where they stand. They coming after your children. I repeatedly say that over and over again. This country is anti-children. But that's long enough. I'm going to end. Peace if you can find it. Thanks for tuning in and listening. And just think about the seriousness of this world, what's going on. And they're worried about just one thing right now. And that's overseas. But there's a lot that's going on here right now. Laws are being passed. Legislations. They're voting. They're getting their stuff in line just in case the mammoth get in there next term. If there be a next term. Because they got their hands on buttons, y'all. We're getting ready to be toast. So think about these things that are going down. And not these celebrities who have a safe room underground. They're not going to be starving for nothing. So don't worry about them. What they eat don't make you shit. Don't worry about them. They got it made. They are part of that 1 to 5%. So, peace if you can find it.